Hey guys, I am back. I know I haven't been filming in a while. Actually, I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 months. I'm sorry about that. I was actually sick the past 2 months. I just had a cold. It wasn't like bad or anything. But so yeah, and also I didn't really feel like filming videos most of the time. Today I'm going to be doing my October and November wrap up because, well, I know it's really late and I am so due to film this video, and also because I want to share with you guys the books I read the past 2 months. So yeah, let's get started. So before I tell you guys or show you guys the books I read those 2 months, I'm just going to show you guys what I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Jones. I don't know if I said her name right. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I'm currently reading Howl's Moving Castle. I actually started this book today, and I am really enjoying it. I'm 50 pages through so far, and yeah, it's really good. I know it's an anime movie, and I definitely want to see the movie. So my plan is to watch the movie after I finish the book. If you guys don't know what this book is about, it's basically just about this girl named Sophie, and she's the oldest. She's the oldest out of 3 girls in her family. And basically, she sort of lives in a castle. I don't know too much yet because I'm only 50 pages through. But she's the oldest girl in her family, and basically their mom assigns them to like different jobs and stuff like that. And so her sisters are all separated from Sophie, and and this isn't a spoiler because it says it on the back of the book. Sophie randomly turns into an old lady because this lady ends up casting a spell on Sophie, so she turns into an old lady. And so I don't know too much. It's really good so far. So first I'm going to show you guys all the books I read in October. So the first book I read was Twisted by Sarah Shepard, which is the 9th book in the Pretty Little Liars series. You guys probably know participated in the Pretty Little Liars Read-along that's hosted by Rachel from the Little Reading Lamb. And so that's all I really need to say. I love this series. All the books are so good. The books get better every time. Like, I get 5 out of 5 lily pads. And so yeah, if you guys want to join the read along, it's not too late. I will put the link to the Goodreads group down below if you guys want to join. The next book I read in October was Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. Now, this book has been on my TBR for like 3 years, but what made me want to read this book was actually my sister, because my sister read this series years ago and she loves it. She always told me how amazing this series is, and so I wanted to give it a try because I like books about werewolves. I actually haven't read that many werewolf books, but I love paranormal books. This girl named Grace, she's a regular teenager, and basically when she was younger, she almost got killed, but then this wolf ends up saving her, and that wolf that saved her, his name is Sam, and he's a werewolf, and so he ends up coming into her life, and it just takes over from there. And yes, there is a love story. And so I love this book, guys. I love the main character, Grace. I loved her. She was such a great protagonist. I love Sam. He's such a good guy. I just love Sam. I love the way he treated Grace. I loved their romance. Their romance was just so awesome. I just loved them together. And I also love them because they both share a love for books, which is also amazing. And so, guys, I would highly recommend this book. And if you always wanted to read this book and you're hesitant about the bad reviews, don't listen to the bad reviews because this book is just so good. Really good. I like this. And so, yeah, I highly recommend this book, guys. Obviously, I gave this book 5 out of 5 lily pads. So the next book I read, well, it's not really a book, it's more of a manga, but I read Hatsune Miku Mix. This is a manga, as you guys can probably see. If you guys don't already know, Hatsune Miku, she is a famous Japanese anime character. She's like a virtual pop star, and her songs are popular all over the world. I really enjoyed this book. It's actually pretty big, you guys. Can't really tell. It's like over 400 pages, but it's manga, so it's like it's all pictures basically. It's like a graphic novel, and so it's just about her life, like like as like a famous pop singer, virtual pop singer, and yeah, just about her. It's also about some other Vocaloids too, and overall, I really loved it, and I love the artwork. I love the artwork. The artwork is gorgeous, guys. And so, if you guys are a fan of Hatsune Miku, I would really recommend for you guys to check out this manga because it's really good. To read manga, especially if you love graphic novels, even though they're like really different because manga has words and stuff. But yeah, but I loved this manga. I obviously gave 5 out of 5 lily pads. The next one I read was another recommendation from my sister. It is Entwined by Heather Dixon. This is a retelling of the 12 Dance Apprentices. I have not read the original story, but since my sister loved this book, it made me want to pick it up, and I loved it. It was really, really good, guys. It's basically about our main character. Her name is Azalea. I read this book so long ago. She has a lot of younger sisters. She is the oldest in her family. And, like, basically, they live in a castle, and there's not too much I can tell you guys. But basically, all they want to do is dance, which is just like the fairy tale story. Yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I liked the main character, Azalea. I loved reading about her younger sisters. They were just so awesome to read about. I love books that revolve around family because I'm a very family-oriented person. Like, I'm close to my family, and I just love reading books about family. And so, I just love this book. I also love this book because it takes place in a castle, and I love those types of books. And like I said before, I love fairy tale retellings, and that's exactly what this is. So yeah, obviously I gave this 5 out of 5 lily pads. It was so good, and I highly recommend it. And then the last book I read in October was A Midsummer's Nightmare by Cody Kelbinger. This book has been on my TBR for 3 years. And this book is about our main character. Her name is Willie. She is 17, I think. She's 17 or 18, I forgot. So basically, she just graduated high school, and she went to this party, and she had a one-night stand with this guy. And the guy she had a one-night stand with, his name is Nathan. He ends up becoming her new stepbrother because she like just finds out that her father is engaged to this lady, and she has kids, and Nathan is her son. And so her parents are engaged, and so yes, I love Cody Kelbinger. I love her writing style. I really enjoy her writing style. I like the main character Willie. She was so awesome. She was very unique. I sort of felt connected to her in a way. She's very different. She's sort of confident. She's a little insecure. She's very different because she's sort of like a loner type. She's a loner. She says she doesn't do friends because she had friends who were mean to her in the past, And so, yeah. And I loved her. I really liked Nathan. He was an awesome character. I really enjoyed Nathan's family too. And yeah, guys, I loved this book. It was so good. And so, yeah, obviously I gave this 5 out of 5 lily pads. Now I'm going to show you guys all the books I read in November. So the first book I read was Ruthless by Sarah Shepard. Book 10 in the PLL series. Obviously, I love this book. Don't have too much to say about it. Obviously, I gave it 5 out of 5 lily pads. And yeah, of course, this one was awesome. It was better than the 9th book. Because I said that the series gets better and better. So yeah, I obviously love this one. Now the next book I'm going to show you guys is a book I loved so much, and so you guys I need to share this with you guys because it is such an underrated book. It is Halo by Alexandra Adornato. Oh my gosh, guys, this book is amazing. If I could sum up this book in one word, it would definitely be refreshing. This book was so refreshing. This book stood out so much from like other YA books I've read in a good way. It is just incredible, guys, and I haven't seen anyone on BookTube talk about this series. That's your trilogy. So I'm gonna describe the book to you guys. Basically, this book is about a girl named Bethany. She is an angel. She's an angel, and she has a brother named Gabriel and another sister named Ivy. And so her, Gabriel, and Ivy, they were sent by God to fly down from heaven and to live on earth for a while. Because God gives them a purpose. God gives them a purpose to basically to just help the world, to help people, and to save them, and to just do good, and just to make the world to help make the world a better place. And this book, it's so good, you guys. And so basically they just go down to earth, and the book is just basically about them living together, and Bethany ends up having to go to regular high school because she wants to fit in. She doesn't want people to find out she's an angel. And so yeah, so she's basically just in high school. That's basically what the whole book is about. And she meets this boy named Xavier. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name right, but I think it's pronounced Xavier. I could be wrong. She meets this guy named Xavier, and a lot of things happen. And oh my gosh, guys, this book was so good. I loved it. So I will tell you guys why I love this book so much. Not just because I love the writing style. And so, I loved her writing style. I loved Bethany. She was such an amazing character. She's like the nicest person. She was so nice and humble, down to earth. She's a Christian. So nice. I liked her brother Gabriel. He was awesome. I liked her sister Ivy. I loved Xavier. He was such a good guy, you guys. Now, in my opinion, he was perfect, but not in a bad way. Like, he was literally the perfect guy. He was just so incredible. I loved the romance. The romance was so amazing. I just loved their relationship so much. And I just want to warn you guys ahead of time that if you guys were interested in this book, if you like angel books, because I love angel books, I just warn you guys that this book has a lot of religion in it. And that's one of the reasons why I love the book so much, because if you guys don't already know, I am a Christian. I've been Baptist my whole life. I grew up in a Baptist family. I still am a Christian. I love God. I'm religious. And so this book had so much religion in it, and I really appreciated that because I have not read any other YA books that have religion in it. Well, besides Unearthly, which I also loved. But this is the most refreshing book I have read in such a long time. like, the reason why I say it's refreshing is because it's very clean. But that's why I found this book just so refreshing, because of the religion in it, their relationships between the families, all the references to God. It was just so incredible, and I really wish there were more books out there, especially YA books. I just wish there were more books out there that had religion in them, because obviously religion's very important to me, and I like reading about it. But this book is just so amazing, you guys. It's one of my favorite books of the year, and I highly recommend this book. Give it 5 out of 5 lily pads. Let's get on to the next book I read, which is a book I didn't really love. And I'll tell you guys why. So the next book I read was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. You guys know what this book is. I know a lot of people love it, but I did not really love this book. I didn't hate it, I just didn't love it. I didn't have a lot of problems with it. My main problem was this book was very slow. I mean, well, not really slow. It was boring. Like, not much happens in the book, at least in my opinion. And my favorite characters were Simon and Baz. There were way too many point of views in this book. This book would have been better if it was in Simon and Baz's point of view, or Simon and Baz and Penelope, because those were the only characters I really cared about. I liked Simon, I liked Baz. I liked both of them. And so yeah, in my opinion, if the book was just in their point of views, it would have made the story move so much faster. And this book is big. It's over 500 pages, and not much happens. I was expecting like a really awesome fantasy book, and just not much happens. I give it 5 out of 5 lily pads because I hate giving books low ratings. So yeah, and I also gave it a 5 because I was really excited to read it. I literally went to Barnes & Noble and bought it, and then read it a couple days later. So yeah, this book wasn't my favorite. I hope you guys liked this book more than I did. I think most people loved it. But even though I didn't love this book, I would still highly recommend it. It just wasn't my favorite book. It just wasn't my favorite book from her. Fangirl's still my favorite. Okay, so here's the next book the next book I read. The next book I read was another recommendation from my sister. These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I actually really enjoyed it. I did. I really enjoyed it. It was a good book. I love survival books. Like, I love reading books about survival and stuff like that. And if you guys don't already know, this book is about a girl named Lilac and a boy named Tarver, and she's rich and he's a soldier, and so they're on like the same ship together. And then one day, the ship crashes, and Lilac and Tarver end up getting stranded. They end up getting stranded on another planet. And so the book is basically just them two trying to survive and helping each other. So yeah, I can't say too much, but I really enjoyed it, guys. I really liked the plot of this book. But yeah, some parts are a little bit boring. There was one part that confused me, but my sister told me that was supposed to happen. I'm not going to spoil it or anything. But yeah, my sister loves the series. I really liked Lilac. I know a lot of people didn't like her. I really liked her. She was an awesome character. She was stubborn in the beginning, but her character did change and develop. I really liked Tarver. He was an awesome character. He was such a great guy. I love that he knew how to survive. And one of the things I loved about this book was there were only two characters, mostly. Lilac and Tarver. It was just about them two. It was only in their point of views. And so yeah, it's basically just them two for the whole book, which I loved. That's why the character development was so good. And I just loved how they helped each other, and their relationship was awesome. So yeah, guys, I would actually highly recommend this book. I obviously gave it 5 out of 5 lily pads. I read was Stunning by Sarah Shepard, the book 11 of the Pretty Little Liars series. Yes, I'm reading like one a month, you know, for the read along, and obviously love this book. Don't have to say anything else about it. Loved it. The whole series is amazing. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me, even though I haven't been uploading much lately. I really appreciate it, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Have an awesome Christmas, and comment and tell me what books you guys are planning on reading in December, or what books you already read this month. And yeah, so if you guys have read any of these, please share your opinion. I would love to know what you guys thought about these books. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. I will have another video up soon, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much again. I love you guys. Bye.